Hey guys, here I am in Paris, and I've only been here for a little over 24 hours, and it's already been nuts. Before we even came, we had information being thrown at us left and right, and now that we're even here, you have that times 20. So, rules to the foyer, maps of the city and the metro, which are actually super handy, schedules for different things, certain maps. So, like this one's for where we ever need to make a copy of anything, and the central office. This one is for our foreign language class, the French class, where we're taking those. And then we have, yes, you do have homework, but the homework isn't really hard. It's simply, the part that I read so far, too much just trying to give you hints on how to make your study abroad experience easier for you, pretty much. So, right, like this one has been talking about, even though you don't know the language, things you can do to try to help yourself become better, or things to help practice talking like with locals. So as overwhelming as it is, it's all super helpful, and in the end, I'm happy that I have it all. It's only been now only the second day here in Paris, and half of me is super stoked because I'm here, and the other half of me is extremely disappointed in all the things that have not gone the way that I have planned them in my head. So the Paris shuttle ride that I scheduled didn't show up. After calling them, telling me to wait so long, calling them, telling me to wait so long, calling them telling me to wait so long. After 3.5 hours of sitting in the airport waiting for them and calling them, I finally learned my lesson and just got a taxi. So I got to my foyer, went inside, went to the lady at the front desk. She was a very, very nice lady who was very helpful, but she didn't know English, and I obviously don't know French. So it was a lot of confusion, the two of us trying to figure out everything, trying to understand each other. But she was finally able to figure out who I was, what room I was supposed to be in. And unfortunately, she couldn't do like the paperwork stuff with me, so she told me I was going to have to come back later. So she gave me my key, and I went upstairs to my foyer, where I found out that things there weren't as ideal as I would have hoped. It's a very nice room and area. It's just the shower head's broken, so like the little hose just dangles there. So I have to like turn off the water whenever I'm like putting on shampoo or soap, and then turn it back on, because otherwise the water is like going to squirt over my little bathroom. I also found out that my little adapter here that I brought over from America won't stay in the outlets, which are obviously different than the ones in America. And so that was really frustrating because I didn't know how I was going to, charge my laptop or charge my phone. And this little router was sitting on my desk when I walked in, so I was thinking, oh, I can get internet. Turns out I'm missing a cord from it, so I won't be able to get Wi-Fi in my room here until Monday. And then there's shared Wi-Fi down in the main level lobby of my foyer. But I've asked 3 employees working at the desk if I could get a password, and all 3 of them said that they didn't know how I could do that, or they didn't know the password. So I was supposed to ask somebody else. And then after traveling the city a little bit, I realized how confusing the metros are, because each metro has about 3 or 4 different exits. So like you plan on exiting from one exit onto one street, and then you end up being on a completely different one, so then you have to pull out your map, and then you're trying to figure out where you are and how to get to where you want to be. So things were a struggle, and if you're anybody who's planning on ever studying abroad or even just going abroad at all, prepare yourself for it not going how you are planning on them to go. Because add on how tired you are, it just made me that much more grumpier, and everything was just so frustrating. And I couldn't wrap my head around all the new information that I was getting, and all the things that were just going wrong, and I couldn't figure out how I was going to go on with this semester at all. But we were told that the first 2 days were going to be the hardest, and it's proving itself true because things are already starting to look up. I was able to get an adapter for only €10 that works perfect, and I'm able to charge my laptop and charge my phone. I was scheduled a meeting with somebody here at the foyer who could speak English, and with her help, I found out that with that missing wire, I will be getting that soon, hopefully Monday, she said, and my shower head is going to be fixed. And I'm already starting to somewhat get a grip on the metro and being able to be around the city. And obviously the longer I'm here, the easier it's going to get to do all that and be able to communicate with the natives here in Paris. So things are finally taking off. Got a bank account today, so money is easier to take care of. Got a phone today, so we're able to communicate with everybody who is in the program, including our advisor. and our French classes start on Monday. So, kind of get the whole schedule thing going down. So things are going to finally start to get moving and start to get better. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to finally get to see some of the sites that I was so excited to come here to see, such as the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame. So that's also a big plus. So I will give you guys an update on how everything's going and show you guys my room and all that in about 2 weeks or so. So see you till then.